Belle was a kind and beautiful young woman. She lived in a small village with her father, an inventor. Belle loved to read. She dreamed of a life beyond her small village. One day, Belle's father traveled to a market. He got lost on his way home. A storm came. He found shelter in a dark and scary castle. The castle belonged to a fearsome beast. The beast was angry that Belle's father was in his castle. He took him prisoner. Belle was worried when her father didn't come home. She went looking for him. She found her father's horse near the scary castle. Belle entered the castle. She found her father locked away. The beast agreed to let her father go, but Belle had to take her father's place as his prisoner. Belle was scared, but she loved her father very much. She agreed to stay in the castle. She promised to stay forever so her father could be free. The beast was gruff and lonely, a figure of immense sadness and isolation. He was cursed to remain a beast, trapped in a form that reflected his inner turmoil. Only true love could break the curse, a love that seemed impossible to find. He was not always kind to Belle, often letting his anger and frustration get the better of him. However, he did give her a comfortable room and delicious food, trying to show his softer side. He also let her use his library, a place filled with knowledge and wonder. It was full of amazing books, each one a gateway to a different world. One night, the beast invited Belle to dinner, hoping to bridge the gap between them. He tried to be polite, his gestures awkward but sincere. But Belle was still afraid of him, her heart pounding with uncertainty. She was unsure if she could ever be happy in the castle, her mind filled with doubts and fears about her future. As days turned into weeks, Belle and the beast spent more time together. They talked about their dreams, their fears, and their pasts. They shared meals, savoring the moments of connection. They even read books together, losing themselves in the stories and finding common ground in their love for literature. Belle began to see that the beast was not as scary as he seemed. His rough exterior hid a heart that was capable of great kindness. He was actually kind and gentle deep down. He showed her small acts of kindness that revealed his true nature. She started to care for him deeply, seeing beyond his appearance to the soul within. The beast, in turn, was enchanted by Belle's kindness and spirit. Her compassion and warmth touched him in ways he never thought possible. He wanted to be a better version of himself for her. He began to change, adopting better manners and showing more respect. He started to be more thoughtful and considerate, doing little things to make her happy. He even let her take care of a small cut on his hand, trusting her completely. Their bond grew stronger with each passing day, blossoming into something beautiful. One night, the beast held a grand ball for Belle. They danced, they laughed. Belle realized she had fallen in love with the beast. She saw past his rough exterior. She saw the kind and loving heart within. He was no longer a monster to her. Later that night, the beast took Belle to a magical mirror. It showed her that her father was sick and alone. The beast, despite his own loneliness, allowed Belle to return home to care for her father. Belle rushed to her father's side, her heart pounding with worry. She had been away for so long, and seeing him in such a frail state broke her heart. She knew she had to be strong for him. She nursed him back to health with unwavering dedication, staying by his side day and night. Her love and care brought him back from the brink of despair. But despite her father's recovery, Belle felt an emptiness inside. She missed the beast terribly, her thoughts constantly drifting back to the castle and the moments they shared. One day, as she gazed out of the window, she realized she loved him. The beast had shown her kindness and understanding, something she had never experienced before. Suddenly, a mob from the village appeared, their faces twisted with anger and fear. They had heard rumors about the beast and were determined to put an end to the perceived threat. They had seen the beast in the magic mirror, a gift from Belle that was meant to show the truth, but instead, it had only fueled their fear. They were afraid and wanted to kill him, believing that he was a monster who would bring harm to their village. Belle tried to stop them, standing bravely in front of the mob. She pleaded with them to listen, to understand that the beast was not what they thought. She told them the beast was good, that he had a kind heart and had saved her life. Her words were filled with passion and sincerity. At that moment, the beast appeared, stepping out into the open despite his weakness. He wanted to protect Belle, even if it meant facing the mob. He was weak and heartbroken, seeing the fear and hatred in the villagers' eyes. He had hoped for acceptance, but was met with hostility. Seeing his sadness, Belle confessed her love for him, her voice trembling with emotion. She told him that she loved him for who he was, not for what he looked like. As she did, a magical light enveloped the beast, shimmering and bright. It was a sign that her love had broken the curse. He transformed back into a handsome prince. The curse was broken. The villagers were astonished, their anger turning to awe. They learned a valuable lesson that day, understanding that true beauty comes from within and that appearances can be deceiving. It is important to look beyond appearances to see the true beauty within. Belle and the prince embraced, their love shining brightly for all to see. Belle and the prince lived happily ever after, proving that love conquers all. They walked hand in hand through the beautiful garden, their hearts full of joy and contentment.